Hi, okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about homogeneous and heterogeneous cultures. And some of this I studied in sociology, and some of it I studied when I did multicultural education. So I had a couple of opinions about the way that what I believe the statistics were massaged a bit to prove what that person wanted to say. But when you plot an XY course, it actually does not add up, and I can give some examples why or explain why. One of them has to do with differences between interdependent and independent, as well as pluralistic, collectivist societies. Okay. Oh wait, not pluralistic. Gosh, what is it? It's the opposite, and I don't remember. Sorry, you got to put it on an X and Y and plot it out. Anyways, when it is that you have a society that is closed unto itself and everyone knows exactly what their place is, basically, as far as how they're going to act culturally, and then that's the apple cart is overturned because people are doing all different types of things. In other words, no one knows what to expect of the other person. It becomes a part of what they call expectation management, where when one person says or does something, or it's expected that they would or wouldn't do something, and then that doesn't happen, that it can either lead to offense or misunderstanding, and then it becomes incumbent upon that person who has taken the offense to ask, what did you mean by that? What were you trying to say? Or I wasn't aware that you were going to, and fill in the blank. And that happens, like in work situations all the time. That the person who has the misunderstanding, it's their responsibility to learn about that person's culture, unless they want to walk around with a whole bunch of hurt feelings, and that does happen too. But I think that those are people who are looking for excuses and reasons to be angry, and they'll blame it on something that's different than what they're accustomed to, because they're looking for a reason to explain their anger that they do not understand about themselves. And I've seen that a lot. Okay, genetically, that doesn't wash either, because everybody is quite well aware that the more, you know, DNA that's mixed up in the soup strengthens the species. So, Warren Beatty said at the end of Bulworth, I can't quote it because he's cursing, but we should all just keep, because that whole thing with Halle Berry, until we are all, and he says, like, one color gray, or I can't remember what the exact quote was, but the more that everybody keeps intermarrying, the better it is for all of us, and that's absolutely true. But it does take people extending themselves to be able to make it work. And when they don't, or one group is suppressing another, and education is thwarted in the middle of that, of course there's going to be all that crime and all of those other different social problems. But that's not because of the cultural diversity. That's because people aren't extending themselves. And there's reasons for that too. So I hope you extend yourself and learn about somebody else's culture, because you might be pleasantly surprised, and you'll probably make a good friend. All right, blessings of peace.